Hello and welcome back to our part 2 of building muscle while losing fat at the same time. My name is Isaac and welcome back. Right, so we spoke of the two numbers last, which will be your body fat percentage and your muscle mass. Right, let's put it this way. So in order for your body to be burning more fat, you need high muscle mass. And then that being said, so as a man, you need to make sure that your muscle mass is anything between 45 to 65% of your total body weight. And then for ladies, you will need your muscle mass to be anything between 40 to 50%. And the reason being that women, they carry a lot of body fat, which is good for the health and the hormones and whatnot. Right, and then when it comes to the fat percentage, it now comes to either you just want the general health, or you want the athletic look, or you just want to do it for fitness. Right, so when you want to do it as an athlete, and then it could range from anything between 6% to 12%. And then as just general fitness, anything between 12% to at least 18%. That's on a man basis. Then that way you basically will look fantastic. Anything above 25%, bro, you need to do something about it. We go to the lady side. On the lady side, anything between 12 to 20, you are on the athletic zone. And then from there, anything between 20% to 30%, you are on the fitness zone. And anything above 30% upwards, then you're starting to get out of the range, and you need to gather your thoughts, come back to maintaining that health and well-being physique. But otherwise, that's more like it. But anyway, so you know the numbers now, and then how do we get those numbers down? It's gonna come within, we shall keep talking about the numbers and whatnot as we go forward. Today's topic is about the SMART goals. So now that you know your body composition, we have to plan our SMART goals as to where do we go from here, considering the body composition. What are SMART goals? SMART goal is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound. Okay, so specific is basically saying, if I were to say I want to lose weight, that's very generic. That's very generic. But if I say I want to lose 5% body fat and increase my muscle mass by 3 kgs. That's very specific. I need to lose 5% of body fat and 3 kgs of muscle mass. Or it could be I want to be able to run 5 kilometers at an average of 5 minutes or 6 minutes per kilometer. So that's very specific, right? But then when we move forward to the measurable, how am I going to know where I am now and then where I need to be? So how am I going to measure that? In terms of the fat percentage and the muscle mass, I am going to use the body composition, which hence I asked you guys to do the body composition. So now we have the body composition. It tells us where we are, and then every 2 weeks we're going to do the body composition again to tell us where we have been, where we are, and then where we're going, to see that are we doing the right things to get us there. So now we go into attainable. Attainable and achievable is still the same thing. So how are we going to achieve this? Where we have been, where we are, and then where we're going, to see that are we doing the right things to get us there. So now we go into attainable. Attainable and achievable is still the same thing. So how are we going to achieve this? For me to lose body fat percentage, as an example, I am going to make sure my nutrition is on point, and then make sure that I train 3 to 5 times a week so that I can get my muscle up and then my body fat percentage down. So my nutrition is going to help me in terms of maintaining or reducing my body fat percentage, as well as my training helping me to build lean muscle. And then the two together, they will help me to achieve my body weight, right, and my fat percentage. And then realistic. Okay, how realistic is your goal? How realistic is your goal? Because you can just throw numbers because that's what you want to see, but is that realistic enough for you to get it? So, for example, the realistic part will come with the time frame as well of how you go into what time you have to achieve that. When you're setting your goal, you need to look at that as well, which I will talk about it towards the end. But now, how realistic is that? Is that realistic that you will lose 3 kgs, or realistic that you will lose 5 kgs in a week? Yeah, someone can tell you that, yeah, you can, but I'll tell you, like, that's bonkers, because you want something which is sustainable as well, not just to go and starve yourself and drink loads of water and, you know, run miles and lose a lot of water, and then in the quest of losing weight, then you gain it all again when you stop doing that. So you need something to be realistic. All right, so it is realistic given the time frame, and then losing 5% body fat and then increasing 3 kgs of muscle within this specific given time frame, it is realistic. So give yourself ample time. Trials and tribulations. From the realistic, we're going into time, right? So time, how much time do you have, or do you set yourself to achieve that goal? I will use the same example I've been using. The 5% body fat, the 3 kgs lean mass, I will give myself a 90 days period. If I give myself a 90 days period, training 3 to 5 times a week, and then making sure that my macros are on check. Which the macros, and what about it? We shall talk about it. That my macros are on check, then I will definitely get my results. So I will again recap. Make sure you follow this SMART protocol. Specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, still the same thing. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Okay, so I gave you the examples, and now I need you guys to look at your body composition and then the time frame which you have, and then be realistic setting those goals that this is what you want in this given period of time. Right, I will see you on the 3rd episode, which on the 3rd episode we'll be talking about something which is very significant for you to see those results. And stay tuned. One love, Faf. Your boy Isaac. See you on the next chapter.